Oh, wow. Okay. Hi, guys. I'm live. I'm so excited. Let's see. Make sure everything's working okay. And we're just going to wait just a few more minutes and then we'll get started. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit nervous, live. Oh, hi, Brian. Enjoying mac and cheese. Movie Watch Daily. Hello. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Annabelle Roman. Okay. And Mark's Monster and Mad Men movie reviews. And Kelly, hi. So I have everything set up. I put all the questions over here. So then that way I can answer it and stuff. Thank you, Brian. Hi, T. Reed. Hi, guys. Okay. I'm going to wait a few more minutes, Have my little tumbler of water. Make sure my screen looks okay. Okay. So I was really excited, to see that so many people did ask questions. And so I try to put everything together. So I just asked on Instagram and Twitter. So just put it all in one spot. And yes, you have to stay hydrated. It's important to do that. And so true, Brian. Yeah, I know. We started, 2010? I think maybe I found your blog 2011 or so. And thank you so much, Kelly. Hi, Curtis. Evening, the late horror show. All right, guys, I'm going to get started. I'm excited, trying to settle down and everything. T. Reed, can you give away a water jug like the one you have? I don't know, girl. Maybe. We'll see. But okay, let's get started. So the first question comes from Living Zombie. What Vincent Price movie would you like to see remade? This was one of his late movies from 1988, called Dead Heat. It's a comedy horror. He had a very small role in it, but honestly, I would love to see this movie remade. It was funny. It was spooky. It had some crazy, effects and everything. Really like that a lot. And we still have more people coming in. Hi, guys. So I'm just starting. I don't know why I'm wearing headphones. I just realized that, I don't know. It's just a habit. But okay, we're going to keep going on. Also, The Tingler. I would also want to remake that movie. I feel like it's such a fun movie, and I spoke about it previously. And another one, The Bat from 1959, that one, about the bat who's killing people in a small town. So Curtis, I love Dead Heat. Yes, it is such a great movie. You have great taste. And Oscar, are you ready for this year's Halloween? It's going to be a challenge. I don't know. For me, I would always stay indoors, I guess. When it comes to going to the haunts, that's going to be kind of a challenge. But I don't know, because when you're a horror fan, it's like it's always Halloween. It's just that the rest of the world is celebrating it. So that's how I feel with that. But okay, so we're going to be moving on. And the next question, it is from the beautiful Allie, aka 6__66. What is your favorite opportunity you got to experience by being in this industry? I had a lot of awesome experiences. I guess being able to see some of the people that I would watch on TV, that I would watch in movies, as a child, being able to have a regular conversation with them. And, that was really nice, because they looked me right in my eyeballs, and it was just a very magical feeling, and not wanting to, act super crazy, because that happened a couple of times. I won't share the story about something that happened. I just couldn't control myself. And then next thing I knew, this person was scared. But no, that was a long time ago. I'm a different person now. So, but yes, being able to meet those people, interact with those people, have a conversation with them, even ask questions about some of my favorite horror movies and stuff like that. So that was always a cool time. And then moving right along, Gigi Graham asked, did you always want to be a filmmaker, or was your love of the genre and the creative process of movies something that came later? Honestly, like most kids, I've always wanted to be a lot of things. I wanted to be a ballerina, a detective, a chemist for some reason. I think at one point, I don't know. I wanted to dig in the dirt. I thought that could be a job, but it always switched all the time. But something I guess that was always consistent, it was like the filmmaking part. When I was like 5 or 6 years old, I remember really wanting to make movies, and then I started to take it. I would take it a lot more serious, probably when I was like a teenager, maybe 16, 17 years old. So yes. Yeah. Okay. And moving right along. Let's see. Ali Kratz, aka Chris, he asked, slow or fast zombies and why? Only the hard-hitting questions here. So, okay. Slow zombies are a classic, but depending on how many there are, I think I could possibly get away. I could probably, maneuver around and stuff. But with the fast zombies, I'm going to be honest with you. I know I'm like, oh, real queen of horror. I can't handle fast zombies. It's a fact. I already know this. If we had like the zombie apocalypse, I know that I'm not going to make it. And I feel like that's important. It's important to be honest with yourself. I won't make it because I feel like whenever somebody starts chasing me for some reason, my legs get like jello and I just fall to the ground. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's sad. It's horrible. So if any of you, if you know that you could just run and you'll be fine, please take me with you. Just throw me on your back. Like, please don't leave me out there. Otherwise, RIP to me. So, but okay, we're getting some comments. So, okay, let's see. What horror new releases are you most excited about this year? I missed the theater. Oh my gosh, yes, I missed the theater too. It's a sad thing. I always used to go to the theaters on Tuesday because it was like $5 movie day, and I also like going on Saturday mornings because people were still sleeping. But I'm really looking forward to, at the top, that I know right now, Candyman. Candyman looks like it's going to be so good. I'm so excited about it. But I'm not going to lie, I kind of wish that they would push it back until next year because I would love to experience that in the movie theaters. I didn't experience the original one in theaters, so that would be a good time. Oh, hello and greetings. Hi, guys, for everyone who's coming in. So I'm just doing my question and answers and stuff. So true, T. Reed, just give up with the fast zombies. It's true. Like, what more can you do? Like, at this point, you might as well should just let it go. I had a good life. That's how I would feel. Someone asked me a question. Have you seen The Lodge and Yummy? Yes, I have. The Lodge, it kind of left me feeling a little bit unsettled when I watched it. I felt a lot of emotions during that movie. You felt sad. You felt angry at certain things. And Yummy is such a good time. If you guys have not seen that movie, Yummy is a French zombie movie, and it's so good, and it's actually hilarious. Hi, LR Hall. Oh my God, what was that? Yeah, me too. Unhinged. I haven't really heard too many things about Unhinged, just being honest. I do love gory horror movies, and I did recently watch The Rental, and I feel like a lot of people haven't really been talking about that one a lot. I liked it. It kind of reminded me of 13 Cameras. So, okay, let me get back to these questions, though, because we have more to go. And then Mulder's Glasses asked, favorite horror thriller novel. So 3 that come to mind, I really love The Woman in the Walls by Amy Lukovics. Really great book. Also, Summer of Fear by Lois Duncan. I recently read that book, and I'm a huge fan of the movie that Wes Craven directed. And of course, Carrie by Stephen King. I feel like I'm just obsessed with Carrie. Whenever I get like the opportunity to talk about Carrie, I feel like that's just like my go-to. Then Leash underscore Canada asked, if you were a horror movie killer, what would be your weapon of choice? And who would you have as a victim pool? Okay, so immediately what comes to mind is the tall man's orb from Phantasm, because that movie's everything. And, you know, those orbs, they're silver, so they look fashionable. I'm not really a silver girl, but I would do it for that. And on top of that, there's like spikes and knives, you know, coming out of it. And plus, I don't have to get too close to people. It would just kind of like go after them, you know, for me. Then I was also thinking about maybe the mask, the silver shamrock mask from Halloween 3. But I don't know. I just would want to wear them. Okay. And then on top of that, who I would go after, honestly, I would go after a couple of people. People who add links on Instagram, because it's like, how am I supposed to click that? Like, come on. Then also, no offense, then also people who do not like to use their turning signal. Like, that's just crazy to me. What kind of world is this? Like, also, well, never mind. That's just getting ridiculous. That's just being nitpicky. I was going to say also people who put ketchup on their burgers. Like, you know, I don't know. Okay. And then moving along, call me snack. Best horror film experience in a theater. Well, non-horror movie. I really enjoyed watching Veronica Mars, the movie, in theaters from 2014. I was a huge fan of that show, and I was so heartbroken when, you know, it was canceled. It really hurt my heart, and it was very sad and everything. But the movie made up for it. It was just like a great experience. And also, I guess as a child, when I checked out Interview with the Vampire, and I think I was probably like 7 years old, and I remember going with my family, and there was this guy who was just in such a bad mood, okay? And it's not my fault that he was sitting in front of me, and I'm just 7, just trying to live my life, you know? And so, you know, I have my little legs out, and I'm just kicking his seat, and I didn't realize it, okay? And then he's upset, and he didn't say, hey, can you stop? So I just kept going. You didn't say anything. You didn't say anything. He just kept looking and stuff and looking at my parents. I don't think that they cared because we were too into the movie. Then, you know, I also had a soda, so I was really just slurping so loud. And he was the only one that was disturbed. But I remember having a great time. I remember really being engaged with the movie. I don't know why I was watching that movie at 7, but I was, and it was a good time. So, yeah. I'm just looking at some of your questions and who came in. Carrie is so relatable. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Gory Bits. That's such a cool name. Bits. Okay, moving along. WWE Diva Fan 4. What movie or movies got you into horror? And I feel like I always answer this question, and I love answering it. But Kevin Tenney's 1988 Night of the Demons. That's one of my favorite horror movies. I've been watching horror movies for the longest time. Honestly, I can't pinpoint what age. Just because it's been a long time. Thanks to my mom, you know, she's the real horror queen, actually. And whatever she watched, I watched. But I just remember watching Night of the Demons, and I remember the intro. The intro was very, it was like an animated kind of intro, so I thought it was going to be like a Halloween movie, but you know, surprise, it wasn't. So, and it was a good time though. I mean, I turned out fine. I watched it. I was okay. I think I was like maybe 3, 4. Then Pizza Shep asks, thoughts on the Candyman remake coming out soon? I'm really excited about it. I watched the trailer so many times. I'm really happy to see that Nia DaCosta, she's directing it. I've never before, like even when I was younger, seen like a Black woman director, horror director. So I think that this is just the start of magical things. So I'm really looking forward to it. And okay, so let's switch over to here. Nightmare Files. Have you seen many Black people involved in YouTube horror? I have. I feel like there's a good amount of Black horror fans that are on YouTube, that are on Instagram, that are on Twitter. Taking over the social media space. Um, Brian is such a huge fan of Demons. It is a good time. And oh my gosh, yeah, L.R. Hall. Why can't I say that today? What is happening? I'm just so nervous. That's what's happening. What about I Spit on Your Grave? Oh yeah. Yeah, I watched that at a very, very young age. And yeah, some of that stuff was just insane. But again, I feel like I'm cool. I came out fine. And Host was really good. I really did enjoy that movie. And Children shouldn't play with dead things. I feel like that movie needs more love. It's like people don't really want to watch it or talk about it that much. And I know that it is a little bit cheesy, but I remember watching that, I believe maybe when I was a preteen or so. And I really liked that one, especially the writer. I might pronounce his last name wrong, but Alan Ormsby. He also wrote Death Dream, which is such a great movie. And I'm so looking forward to, did I see the Spit on Your Grave remake? I have. Hold on, it's going so fast. Hold on. Your background was so cool. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I get a lot of compliments on the background. One of my nephews, he actually wanted to see it. I was on FaceTime with him and he wanted to see like a clip of it. And then I felt bad for him because I had the lights off, so it just looked like a room, but yeah. Okay, going to go back over here. So from Silly Christie, what's the first movie you remember seeing? What's the first horror movie you remember loving? Okay, so I kind of answered that. It was Night of the Demons, but I guess I can talk about some other ones. I remember also watching The People Under the Stairs, and I was so in love with that one. And The Return of the Living Dead. I would watch that all the time. It was insane. Sad Black Hottie, which is, wow, what a great name. There are movies who have had the original scripts tossed for numerous reasons. What movies do you wish would have been remade? Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe I probably read that wrong. But basically, what movies, script wise, would I have want to see? I know that E.T. was actually supposed to be a horror movie, a sci-fi horror. And Toby Hooper, he was supposed to direct it, I think. But I don't know. I think it was supposed to be called Night Skies. I think that would have been cool. So yeah, I had to think about that. Next, Whitney Lynn. What was your intro to horror? So we answered that one. It was Night of the Demons. And Sinister Garden Legacy. Are there any horror movies you walked out of or refused to sit through? Honestly, no. I'm a completist, so I really love to finish movies that I watch from the start. Even if I don't love them too much, I can do that a lot. But to be honest with you, I have never watched any of the Human Centipede movies, and I don't have a desire to, just being honest with you. I know that there are some people who really, really love that movie a lot, but or the series, but I'm good. I don't want to at all. So yeah. And then we'll answer one more over here. So Chris Jabberwocky, are there any genres outside of horror that you always wanted to cover and tackle as a creator yourself? Sometimes I have. I would sneak them into my videos, but I really love comedies and mysteries. Sometimes some actions are cool, but especially comedies. I would love to be able to talk about those more. And, it's kind of like when it comes to horror movies and comedies, they're kind of similar because it's like, some people find certain things funny, some people don't, like just with horror, some people find things scary and other people don't. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of sometimes some cheesy movies that I really find hilarious. And my favorite horror comedy. It's a good question. Uh, okay, so I guess what comes to mind recently, I did watch Scare Package. I thought that that was hilarious. Um, Zombievers. I know. Usually when I tell people that, they're just like, how could you? But no, I thought that that one was really like just funny. It just made me laugh. And Cooties is, I think that that's such a great movie. Plus, I love zombies, so it's like, how can you not? It's the best. And yes, Evil Dead 2, those are good. Shaun of the Dead is such a good one. Oh my gosh, Dead Alive is everything. I used to watch Dead Alive every single day when I was 12. Yeah, I have like a particular age. When I was 12 during the summer, and it was just wonderful. Final Girl is a great one as well. My favorite segment from Scare Package, it was the 4th of July one with the killer who won't die. That like literally had me in tears. What are your favorite slasher films? I really like, I actually did a video on this, but I guess what comes to mind is Killer Party. It's made in the 80s and it has like some supernatural elements in it. It's such a good time. Like it just gives me like all the feels of wonderfulness. Frankenhooker is a blast. I need to rewatch that. It's been such a while. I have seen Housebound. Housebound. I thought that that was funny. Um, I am excited for Terrifier 2. I really liked the first one. I loved what they did with their budget. Plus, it was cool helping with their social media. Um, mm-mm. Oh my gosh, yeah, Food of the Gods with the rats. Oh my gosh, yeah, I do remember that one. I do remember that one. Okay, I skipped some questions because there were some that were kind of the same, but let's move down. Um, Enter that one. Okay, best horror personality you've ever met. Um, well, I guess like the person who I guess who stood out, who I met, who I thought was really nice and super easy to talk to, Greg Nicotero. And it was kind of like talking to someone who was just like a horror fan, like he was just like a regular horror fan, a regular guy and everything. And obviously he is a regular guy, but it was just cool just being able to do that. Like he likes monsters and being able to talk about movies. So that was cool. Um, so I answered that question. Uh, do you read horror comics? If so, what are your favorites? Unfortunately, I do not read comics, but I wish that I did. I was actually thinking about diving into that because I feel like I'm missing out. The 13th Wolfman. Hi. Uh, Food of the Gods. We're still talking about that. Favorite bad movie? Well, okay. I really love there's a couple that I find that I can really, really enjoy. But what comes to mind, Trolls 2, because I feel like I'm always quoting that one. And honestly, it's fun. Like I was actually thinking about having, because my birthday is in January and stuff. So I was thinking about having like a Trolls 2 like birthday theme. That could be a good time with green food and we all could wear green. I don't know. I think that would be great. Starry Eyes is so great. I love that. That's one of my favorite movies. And so is that someone mentioned Raw? I actually like Raw. Like I didn't know if I did or not, because it just, afterwards I was just like, what? But then I kept on thinking about it days afterwards, and then I realized, oh my God, I love it. Okay, so we're gonna move along. So Demon Movie-thon asked, demons or Suspiria? And I think Brian would love this, but I'm gonna go with Demons, 1985. I just kind of feel like I can relate more to Demons because that kind of situation, it could happen to me. I, used to when we could. I would have gone to that theater, like, and I was just yelling about this in one of my videos. Basically, this guy offers this girl like, a free movie ticket, and it's like, yeah, I would have taken that ticket too. But point is that he looked cool, and I still want to hang out with him. I don't know if he would want to hang out with me. And on top of that, if I would have saw like a mask, like a silver cool looking demon mask like that, yeah, I probably would have tried it on too, and I probably would have been, a demon. But free movie, I guess, so that's cool. And okay, Rot D Reviews asked, what's a question you always wanted to be asked but haven't yet? You know what? I've always wanted someone to ask me about my teeth. I feel like I'm very obsessed with my teeth. It kind of runs in my family. We're just teeth people. And no one's ever asked me, like, hey, Zena, whoa, your teeth are so great. What do you do? Like, I have a whole routine. And I just really wish that somebody would ask. Like, don't ask me now because it's too late. So, moving along. Dinosaur Dracula asked, horror movie filming locations, money is no object. Which one are you visiting? So there is this Australian horror that was made in 1981 called Alison's Birthday, and it was shot in Sydney. And I've always wanted to go to Australia. So in the house that they shot it out, it's like, yeah, spooky is deadly is all that stuff. There's like crazy stuff, but it looks like really cool. It looks like a really cool house. There's that one. And I'm a fan of American Horror Story, especially the first season, Murder House. I've been to the house, not in the house, outside of the house. I saw the house. It looks so pretty, but I would really love to spend the weekend there for free. So if any of you guys know someone who, owns that house or whatever, or you guys want to buy me a house, that would be cool to do. I'll invite you over. We'd have fun. I'd bake you cake, cupcake, cake. No, moving along. Okay, that's a negative question. What horror movie you'd want to watch again, either because you think it's because either it's been a while or because you're a huge fan? Honestly, I feel like I'm always rewatching movies, no matter what. Like, it also depends on my mood. Seriously, for the past maybe 3 weeks, I've been rewatching Ice Cream Man I don't know why. I do like Clint Howard. I know that his truck is just so filthy, and I would never buy any ice cream from him, like ever. I would never. But I really just like that movie. I think it's fun. It's like 80s. Well, it's not 80s, but it's 90s cheese. And 90s cheese is always a good time. What kind of cupcakes? Chocolate cupcakes. That's what we're doing. That's true. Me and Spooky Astronauts, we would be the best roommates. Oh, okay. What toothpaste do you love? Sometimes I just kind of like to use baking soda. When I'm brushing my teeth, it makes your mouth, it'll just like really clean your teeth off without, sometimes with toothpaste, it could just leave such a tart taste, and it's like, hey, should it really be doing that? But I'm telling you, it does. So, yeah. Maybe I should have been a dentist. I don't know. Who has a negative question? It wasn't a negative question. It was just more of which movie do you feel is extremely overrated, or which horror director is overrated. And not that I'm trying to bash anybody because I realize that we all have like different tastes. But I remember like a couple of years ago, I felt so horrible because, I asked like this guy, like, hey, what's your favorite movie? And I'm not going to say what movie, but he said the movie that I hate. Like this movie, like I really it just makes me want to run away. It just makes me want to like rip my hair out. And, when he said that and then his whole reasoning on like why he liked it, it was beautiful. So it was just like, then I felt bad. I mean, I still don't like the movie for many reasons, but, this person, he really loved it. So I don't want to like bash his whole life. Okay, moving along. Which horror flick do you wish you could watch for the first time again and why? So I'm gonna go with Popcorn from 1991. I used to like watch like a lot of movies from the 90s, like when I was maybe 9 years old. But for some reason, I remember always seeing like the poster for Popcorn. It has such an awesome poster, but I didn't watch it. I don't know why, but I recently watched it maybe like a couple of months ago, and it was just like the best thing ever. So if you are someone who loves obviously horror movies, you love going to the theaters and stuff like that, I think that you'll enjoy this one too. So, okay. If I would have said blueberry, I'm sorry. I mean, blueberry cupcakes though, girl, no. Oh my God. Um, oh yeah, you guys are so great. Have you expanded your horror movie collection lately? I have not. I've been slacking in that area, but truth be told, and that's because I haven't really been going out and I haven't really been shopping. But I think maybe I bought like a movie or three movies like 2 months ago. It's been a while. Um, Moving along. Uh, The Lost Boys or Fright Night? Oh my God, how could you? How could you ask me that question? Um, The Lost Boys is fun and has great music, and then that saxophone man, he's all sweaty. Uh, but Fright Night though, I'm gonna go with Fright Night because I feel like so not that I don't like The Lost Boys, I really love it, but I feel like I have to be in a certain mood. But with Fright Night, I feel like I could watch that movie like every day of my life and be fine. Mm, what YouTube videos would we be surprised you're into? Oh yeah, those tiny house videos, those are so great. I watch a lot of vlogs, and I used to try to vlog, but then I realized that I'm kind of boring and awkward. So then I stopped because then things was just getting ridiculous and they were getting out of hand, because I would be like vlogging at like 2 a.m. like, hey guys, I'm up right now and I'm about to watch this gory movie. And it's just like, what? Who cares? So then now I just save that stuff for Twitter. I talk about Goosebumps and how many times I watch it. And, I love dancing to the theme song. Like, I just don't know anybody who would watch that. Uh, what will you be for Halloween? Every single year, I feel like I'm always being something kind of lame, like a witch or a cat. But then I make these big plans, and I'm like, yeah, this costume this year is going to be so good. Wait till you see it, and then I'm like a cat again. So it's just like, whoa. And then it's like I don't even buy like new cat ears. It's just the same dusty cat ears that I have, or the same hat that I had since I was like 19. Okay, so all right, now I'm going to move on. Um, what little known horror movie do you recommend? So there's actually this really cool one. I was just trying to find it actually. I might pronounce it wrong. So it's called Colobos and it's from 1999. It's very it's a slasher and it's like experimental And I'm not saying it's the best movie because some of the dialogue is just insane. It's just like, whoa, that doesn't make any sense. But honestly, when it comes to like the death scenes, and there's a lot of violent, gory, very creative death scenes, and overall it is kind of like spooky. I love that word, spooky. Oh God. If I had a child, I would name my child Spooky. Okay, Asia Creeps asks, did liking horror movies ever alienate you or make you feel that there was something wrong with you? Honestly, people always thought I was weird, even before they knew about horror movies. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm a normal person. So no. And have I ever felt that there was something wrong with me? No, because it's just like, sometimes people like what they like. And if you don't like it, then it's fine. I mean, I know a lot of girls who like to, go horseback riding and stuff. And it's just like, honestly, I don't know. Horses just kind of creep me out. I think that they probably secretly eat people. So would I go horseback riding? No, I would not. But I'm not judging, that person for going horseback riding. That's just me. And then Becky Sayers, she asks, why do you hate Pancakes so much? So I was on Becky's podcast, Paper Street Pictures podcast, and we got into a conversation where it's like, do I prefer waffles or pancakes? And, I'm just not a fan of pancakes. I have a niece who's very obsessed with pancakes. I don't know why. Pancakes to me, sometimes they're always just being done wrong, where they're like, either they're like extremely smushy and soggy, right? Or they're like crunchy, where it's just like, what is happening? I just want a regular pancake. So now though, with waffles though, you can't go wrong with waffles. I've never had a bad waffle. And for the most part, I have a waffle maker, so I make my own. So I don't have to worry about that. I don't even try to even bother making pancakes anymore because it stresses me out seeing it. Plus, sometimes I think about Dennis from Cabin Fever and him yelling out pancakes like that. Oh my God, that like ruined me. I don't know. I just don't like it, Ugh. And which director / movie is either overrated, underrated? Okay, I'm going to talk about being underrated. There is a director named Alice Waddington, and she directed Paradise Hills from 2019. It's like a science fiction movie. It's not a horror, but I really love it. Visually, it is stunning. It is just such a great movie. And I feel like, honestly, it's super underrated, Paradise Hills. I don't really feel or even hear anyone talking about it, which is crazy. I mean, there's a lot of movies that are underrated, though. Team Waffles, thank you. Thank you so much. Pancakes, no thanks. Okay, Curtis, I thought you really liked pancakes, though. Horses eat people. I don't know. To me, they do. They do in my mind. Spooky Zena Jr., that is a hot name. I'm going to have to let my husband know. Cole Lobos. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You are the best. Okay, moving along. What horror movie tropes are you tired of? Oh my gosh, there are so many, but I actually tweeted about this not that long ago. But I'm kind of getting sick of like the black friend like killing themselves and stuff. And it's just like, stop. Like I wouldn't do that. And call me selfish, but it's like, I don't care. I'm not doing that. And then the other question, oh, this is from Roman. That was his question too. And then the other question is, what would be your dream movie to make if resources weren't an issue? I would totally remake the supernatural slasher Tourist Trap. I feel that it has such a great storyline. I wouldn't even change the music because the music is everything. And I just love the feel of it. It's just like a magical movie. And yes, horror movies can be magical. It's a thing. It does. It really does need to be remade. And if you guys haven't seen it, I don't know where it's streaming, possibly on Tubi. You may want to check that out. And moving along, Kendra asks, how do you feel about Southern Gothic horror as a genre? Are you a fan? And yes, I am. I really love the movie Jezebel. The Beyond, Madhouse. I feel like Southern like gothic horror, it needs more love, and I feel like we need more of them. And then what's your favorite 80s slasher? I kind of answered this. Well, I talked more about general slashers, but Killer Party is a really good one. Houseboat Horror is a good one. Though it's been a while since I watched it, but I remember watching it a couple of years ago and I really liked it. And even though this one is ridiculous and over the top, Open House from 1987, it's a good one. There's a really outrageous scene with this woman, she's screaming for like, I don't know, a minute, 2 minutes. It's crazy. And okay. So I kind of answered this one already. From Tough and Fluff, funniest horror movie you've ever watched. Cooties, Scare Package. I'm still gonna say Zombieverse because Ice Cream Man, but I don't know if Ice Cream Man, if it was supposed to be a comedy too. I don't know. And Trolls too. It was funny. And what was the scariest movie you can remember? As a child, I was afraid of everything, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint that. But recently, I thought Terrified from 2017. That movie really creeped me out. I feel like I'm always talking about it, but it's a great movie. If you haven't seen that one, it's on Shutter. Really scary movie. I thought so. And Paco Palacios' Veronica. I watched that movie a couple of years ago, and I'm still thinking about it. Then Sean Kelly asked, what's the best episode of Creeped Out? So for those of you who don't know, Creeped Out is a British Canadian show, and it's similar to Goosebumps. So I'm gonna say, like, from the first season, there's this episode called Marty, and it's about this girl. She's like a preteen. She gets this phone, and the phone comes alive, and it's just trying to like ruin her life. Like, it's just crazy. But it made me laugh because I'm someone who always have my phone, like I'm always just attached to it. So that would happen to me. And it's like, what am I gonna do? I can't bury it. I mean, she tried to. Oh my God, that's a spoiler. Anyway, and then season two, there is an episode called No Filter, and I believe that might be episode 6. So No Filter, you can kind of put together what that one means. Okay, so let me look at some of these questions, you guys. Slumber Party is a good time. I remember my brother and I, we kind of watched the entire series. And at the time, I wasn't a big fan of it. But then I remember we rewatching it a couple of years ago and I really liked it. I'm a fan of the sequel. I know it's over the top and stuff, but it makes me laugh. Horror musicals, yay and nay. It's a yay for me. What are my thoughts on creepy pastas and internet horror? I don't really read those too much, though I want to. It's like I feel like a lot of people, they come my way and they tell me about it, so I really need to get into that. Best decade for anthology horror. I'm gonna go with 80s. Um, the earliest age I remember seeing a horror. I can't really remember. Like I want to say maybe 4, maybe 5. Oh, went down too much. Um, my favorite anthology. I really like After Midnight from 1989 and Two Evil Eyes. Oh yeah, Ben, the one with the babysitter. Yeah, that one is good. That is a good episode. Um, I have seen Intruder. That is such a fun movie. And I've been waiting for more grocery store slasher movies. I think we need more. Let me go up a little bit. Are you guys gonna dress up for Halloween? By the way, now it just makes me feel terrible that I'm like I'm always a cat every year or a witch or something lame. Even if you are in your house, are you guys gonna dress up? Ooh. Well, it could still be Halloween in your house. So I have not watched the new Are You Afraid of the Dark? I want to, and I was actually going to check if it's available on Amazon just because I wanted to give it a shot. And, I don't have cable. So it was just like I didn't watch it when it was on cable. 13 Ghosts is a good movie. Trying to make sure I also have all these if I did answer these questions. Wait, what is this? Okay, I'm sorry. That was oh my god, that was a text message. I'm sorry. It was very shocking to me. Um, yeah, let me go to these questions. Make sure I answered everything because there was some on Instagram. I do like French horror. I was just actually thinking about the movie Raw today. Um, so I answered that question. Have any of you guys seen the movie Amulet? It recently came out. Um, I watched it, but I think I need to rewatch it again because it didn't really stick with me. I don't know if that happens to you sometimes when you watch a movie and the next thing you know, you have no idea what happened. God, that makes me sound terrible, but it's the truth. Hmm. And looking here. Oh, favorite Halloween candy. So people are probably going to hate me for saying this, but I really like candy corn. I think that is great. I don't care if you feel like it tastes like plastic trash. To me, it doesn't. Okay. I think that is wonderful. I love the little shapes. I like the little round fat ones that look like little pumpkins. They're just so great. I love biting them, like half of them, and then just leaving the rest. That's just always fun. 3 films that are a must watch on Halloween. Oh, I'm right there with you with Night of the Demons. But I used to have like a set list, but honestly, it changes every year. Just because I feel like I'll still watch, I'll rewatch a lot of movies throughout the year. So, I just try to like expand on watching. But Night of the Demons, I can definitely see why. I feel like Monster Club would be a good one too, and the Little Monsters. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why candy corn gets like a lot of hate. That's crazy to me. But then what's weird is that people will say like they hate candy corn, but then they love pumpkin spice, and I think pumpkin spice is trash. I'm sorry. It just tastes like dirt in the woods that somebody sprinkled cinnamon on, and it's just like that's I don't need that type of negativity in my life. Oh my gosh. And peeps, ill. Peeps, they're just sticky and squishy and just gross. Like they try to make them look cute, but they're not. It's just ill. I just wish that they would just stop making them. Please. gonna try to order some candy corn tonight because I feel like I need joy in my life. Well, maybe I'll rewatch Amulet then. Give it a try. Pumpkin seeds out of the oven. I mean, I guess that they're okay. They're cool. I haven't done it like a lot of times. Best season and why is it fall? I actually like winter. I mean, I live in Florida though, so it's like it's always just hot. Like the sun lives here. But when I used to live in New York, I really loved the winter, and I know that it gets extremely cold, and that's the thing too. Like I really don't like the cold, but you can always find a way to get warm. You can wear layers, you could wear really cute hats and scarves and gloves. But when you're hot and you're sweating and your armpits are just gross and there's sweat dripping down your forehead, like there you can't look cute that way. Like at all. I try, believe me. I try every day. We all just need to go out and just, well, let's not go out, but we all need to order some candy corn. Even the ones that are saying that they don't like it. So, but all right, guys, those were the questions. I mean, I try to get through everything. I'm sorry I was a nervous wreck. I think I'm acting kind of like a normal person now. Um, but yeah, I'm just extremely shy. I'm just a shy little butterfly that flies around and stuff looking for a place to land. That makes no sense. I don't know. But yeah, and then I was gonna eat a little snack. I have these little rice treat things. And I know like they're like a lot of people don't like them because they're plain, but I really like them. You can add stuff to them. Sometimes I add like almond butter and it just makes me feel so fancy. So I'm gonna have that at all, like later. And then you know what too? It was just like, I haven't had a soda in a while. So I was thinking about spicing up my life and having a soda. I'm like, I don't know. Cold keeps the people away. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We had fun. I wish I had like the sound effects so I can do my hair flip. Now look at this. Nothing happens. What is this? I don't know. I need to like maybe get something on my phone, then that way I can do it. Yeah. Yeah, hair flip, but I can't do it. I don't have the sound effect. Nick, don't be shy. It's okay. Oh, you like my cup, Curtis? It's fancy, right? I got it from Amazon like last year when I was like working. Well, I won't go into details with that, but when I was working my 9 to 5, and I was like, what? I want a like tumbler that's gonna make me feel alive. And then I saw this one, and they only had it in pink. And I don't intentionally go after pink things. Like, look at this. I don't, but it just always finds me. Even my case. But yeah, like I just thought it was just like a great case. If it's in my bag, it makes me feel great. So, also, I was thinking about doing a live tweet maybe next week or the following week. I don't know which movie, but if you guys want, you can send me some recommendations. You can just leave some comments, even afterwards. And we'll go from there. I don't know if you guys are active on Twitter like that, but Twitter's my jam. Like I really enjoy Twitter. And I realized the other day that maybe I need a break because I was tweeting about cheese. And I just don't feel like, I don't know. I don't think that anyone cares about that kind of stuff. So, but cheese is great though. So, I don't drink coffee. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I wish that I did because I feel like I'm missing out in life because people, like, they seem like they're really into their coffee. Like, I never had that. Like, I think tea is cool, but I'm not like crazy about it. Either I'll just do like Earl Grey or black tea and then that's it. Like, Bye, Roman. Chai tea lattes. I will check out horror. Oh my God, help! I will check out horror and coffee. Ugh. After this, I'm going to record a video, but I'm going to change my shirt, and then that way you guys won't ever even know. You'll be like, whoa, that's Xena. Wowzers. All right, I'm getting ridiculous. I know it's time for me to leave because I'm saying wowzers. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I am thinking about doing a live tweet on Twitter. If you guys have Twitter, you know, if you're not following me, feel free to do that. It's Lovely Xena. I don't know why that's my handle, but it is. And, you know, leave some comments on some recommendations you think that we should do a live tweet on. I think that maybe something on Netflix or Hulu, but I think more people have Netflix. I was going to do Tubi, but sometimes the ads, well, obviously the ads are in different places for everybody. So I think Netflix may be great. So thank you guys again. Don't forget to leave the comments. All right. Bye, guys.